Srimatre Namaha, Sri Rama Raksha, Sarva Jagat Raksha. One last step to become a goddess. One last step to become a true divine feminine. I welcome you all to our YouTube channel. Before getting into the topic, please like, share and subscribe to our channel so you motivate us in bringing out the sacred content to you all. What is that one last step which will make you a goddess? What is that one last step which will make you a true divine feminine? Not just saying that you're a divine feminine, but being that divine feminine. There is a difference. What is the step and how to recognize if you are in that one last step? Let's explore. This one last step, in this one last step, if I accurately put into it, so this one last step, in this one last step, how you will feel? You will feel that you are one with the goddess. You are in that union with the goddess. You are vibrating a higher level of consciousness. You are in that frequency of high level of consciousness like that of a goddess. You are that embodiment of the goddess. You are that embodiment of the divine feminine. Not just saying, as soon as somebody enters this journeys, which may be called as a twin flame journey or kundalini journey, whatever journey you name it, but you were in that process of becoming that goddess, or you were in the process of becoming the divine feminine. As soon as you enter a journey, most of you might have heard this term that the divine feminine or the divine masculine, something like these. Okay, as soon as you enter this journey, you heard these terms and you call yourself like you are a divine feminine or you are a divine masculine. It's not wrong. Okay, it's a starting step. It's a process of you first you know about it. First you try to identify with that word or a term. First you resonate with that word or a term. Okay, but later in the process, okay, after a long process of making of that diamond, okay, after a long pressure, after a long stress, after a lot of inner work, shadow work, healing work, working on yourself, mirror work, self-love journey, after a lot of pressure, after years of hard work and efforts, okay, you become the diamond. You become the diamond. You activate your diamond within you. Okay, so you become that. You become the divine feminine. You become the divine masculine. You be that divine masculine. You be the divine feminine. Not just saying outwardly that you are a divine feminine or a divine masculine. When you reach to that level, you don't have to say even that you are somebody. You don't even have those tags of you are a divine feminine, you're a divine masculine. No, you don't even have those tags. Just your aura, your frequency, your vibration, your words will tell it all. Okay, it's your beingness, your presence is enough for somebody to recognize that you are a divine feminine or a divine masculine. You don't just say that, you be that. There is a difference. Saying is different. I'm not saying that saying is wrong. I'm not saying that identifying yourself with those words is wrong, but I'm saying that those things are the initial phases of the process of becoming a divine feminine or a masculine, from your own distorted versions to your journey to the divine feminine or a masculine. You need to say that first. You need to accept those words first. You need to resonate with those words first. You need to understand those definitions first. You need to understand those terms first. You need to understand what is that process first. Okay, to understand it, to know it. Okay, you have to say that, and that's okay. That's a process, that's a journey. But saying is a starting step. That is a starting point. From your distorted versions, you are starting the journey of being that divine feminine or a masculine. That is a saying, is a starting process. Identifying those words is a starting process. Recognizing and resonating with those is a starting process. But when you become that, how would it look like? When you be that, when you are the presence, when you are that embodiment or a divine feminine or a masculine, you don't have much densities. All the densities within you will be peeled off. Your qualities will be a little bit more closer to that of the real goddess or the real God. You vibrate with God consciousness, you vibrate with the goddess consciousness. Every second, every moment, 24/7, goddess runs within you. Your words, your speech, your acts, your talks, your doing of something, your being of something, your presence completely becomes goddess like or god like. That is actual divine feminine or a divine masculine. Yes, this is a long journey. It should be a long journey because it isn't an easy journey. It takes lots of, guts, blood, tears, whatnot. But then, this is the one last step. When you reach to this one last step of becoming a goddess or a god, consciousness, which I'm talking about, nobody is a complete god or a goddess on earth, okay? You just, your frequency or vibration or consciousness is little bit vibrating like that of a god, or you become that, messenger of a god, you become that, vessel of a god. Even to become that vessel of a god, you have to release all those distortions within you. If you're still holding on to your jealousies, your egos, your competition, your judgments, you still need to work on yourself. There's no other way. If you're still attached to your densities, if you're still harming somebody, if you're still manipulating somebody, if you're still putting, somebody in illusion, if you're still in that illusion, if you're still in that detachment with the divine, how can you resonate with that God consciousness or a goddess consciousness? When you release all these layers, when you detach from the densities, you become light. The more light you hold, darkness within you should fade away. Darkness has no place when light enters. Have you ever seen that, light and darkness, whenever there is a dark room, you on torch and there's no darkness there. You should become that torch, you should become that lamp, you should become that light. Release all the darkness within you, release all the shadows within you. Work on yourself, do your shadow work, do your inner work. Do what it takes to become a divine feminine or a masculine. That's when you be that divine masculine or feminine. You just don't say that, you be that. There's a lot of a big difference in being it than saying it. Saying, anybody can say, at any level, anybody can say that they are a divine masculine or a divine feminine. At any stage, anybody can say that they are a divine masculine or a divine feminine. But to be that, it takes a long time. Even it can take lifetimes. Yes, it's true. It can take lifetimes even. It can take so many incarnations even. So what is the route? What is that way to be that, to come to reach to that one last step? The only way to reach to that one last step is to have those qualities like that of a god or a goddess. How a god or goddess will be, how the consciousness will be. The pure consciousness, the source consciousness, the light consciousness. The more shadows you heal, the more human tendencies you release, the more you release the densities and darkness within your chakras, the more things, the more shadows you release from your own mind, from your own body, from your own, light body, your aura, you cleanse your aura. The more layers you release, the more you will be aligned with the universe, the more you will be aligned with the God or a goddess, the more you will be in union with the God or the goddess. That's when you be in that one last step of being a divine feminine or a masculine. And now, why did I say that one last step? Why I did not say that, I could have said that, you have become a divine feminine or a masculine. You have finished your journey. Why did not I say that? Why I use the term one last step? Because this one last step is also a journey which you cannot complete being in a human body. This one last step is a process again. everything in this journey, in this spiritual journey or kundalini journey or ascension journey or ascension journey, whatever you want to call that, that is a process. That is a process of becoming. You don't become, you are in that becoming journey. Okay, you don't become God by staying in the in this density world. Okay, so you are becoming more and more like that of a goddess. But to reach to that step, to reach that one last step also, it takes a lot of efforts, lifetimes of efforts. So many people have so many densities within them. If somebody is growing in front of them, they have jealousy. If somebody wants to say them something, they have ego. If somebody is ahead of them, they have competition. If somebody is doing something, if somebody have a way of different lifestyle, they have judgments. You realize all these things, you realize all these things, that you have these things. Okay, you have these shadows within you, and you heal those shadows. If you want to reach to that one last step, you have to be more coming more closer to that god or goddess identity. You have to become that pure state of consciousness. You have to become the 0 point. You have to become that present moment, that now moment. You have to become aligned with the universe. You have to have that pure heartedness. You have to have that pure consciousness of light, of source. That's when you enter into that one last step of being a divine feminine or a masculine. If you're still not yet there, you have to, it means that you still have work to do. You still have inner work to do. You still have shadow work to do. You still have mirror work to do. You still have layers. So when you still have layers, that's also not wrong. You are in that process of becoming that one, or entering into that one last step. You work on it and you finish it, and you move to that one last step. Maybe in this lifetime or the next lifetime. Because as I told already, this is not a journey of a one lifetime. It may look like that, but it is not. It is definitely not a journey. I myself has done a lot of work in my previous incarnations too, right? So it's not definitely a journey of one lifetime. It's a journey of a soul. Here, it's not a journey of so and so person or so and so person with so and so name. It's a journey of your soul. And your soul have so many incarnations, so many lifetimes, so many teachings, so many knowledge, so many classes to proceed on to. So many lessons your soul have to learn. It's a soul evolution process. And you evolve through each lesson, each class, through each lifetime. You learn something and you move on. Through each incarnations, you learn some lessons. Through each incarnations, you get better and better. Your soul will evolve more and more, more and more, more and more. And in one lifetime, and in the after so much of your soul journey, after so much of evolution, you will reach to that one last step. It might take so many lifetimes. It might take so many incarnations. It might take so many lessons. It might take so much of releasing, cleansing, healing, inner work, shadow work, mirror work, self-love journey, whatnot. It might take a lot of efforts. It might take a lot of tears. It might take so many dark night of souls. It might take so much of ascension process, ascension symptoms. It might take so much of awakening. It might take so many years of kundalini journey. It might take so many years of so much time which need to be invested in this journey, in this cleansing process. It might take time. It might take even lifetimes to reach to that one last step. So why did I say one last step? Is because, as I already told, it's a process. When you reach to that one last step of uniting with the goddess, in that one last step, in the starting point of that one last step, you unite with the goddess or God consciousness. You become more and more have like that of a goddess or a god, and you have those qualities of God and goddess within you. You have that Krishna consciousness within you. You have that Krishna consciousness within you. You vibrate with the Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness breathes through you. Krishna will work through you. The God will work through you. The Christ will work through you. You will become the vessel, the messenger of the God. You will become that pure consciousness, the source consciousness, the Christ code, right? You will become the Christ consciousness. You will become that Christ consciousness. You will become that child of the God, the pure child of the God, the innocent child of the God. The more and more you heal yourself, the more and more you become purer, 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 and you will reach to that one last step. And in that one last step, 24/7, divine will run within you, within your mind, within your body, within your heart, within your soul, within your aura, within your layers, within your, I'm not talking about those dense layers, I'm talking about the, different body layers, like etheric body, emotional body, etheric template, celestial body, all these body layers. Divine consciousness will enter within you. This is the one last step. When this happens, and now this is the journey towards, you are becoming closer and closer to the divine like qualities. You are becoming closer, you are moving more towards the divine, okay? You are reaching more towards the divine, you are understanding divine more and more. Every time divine is in your mind, whatever you're doing, no matter what you're doing, divine is within you, divine is within your mind, and divine will work through you. You think about, maximum of your time you want to spend, by about thinking about the divine, or by listening about the divine. You love divine so much. It's like a love story again. You have a love with divine, that divine connection, that that pure love. You connect with that pure love. Divine is nothing but love. You become that love, you connect with that pure love, and you become that love. You have that, you start to embody that love within you, which is the highest frequency of the multiverse. You embody that love, you embody that gratitude, you embody that forgiveness. That is nothing but a source consciousness. That is nothing but the divine consciousness. And when you reach to that one last step, from this moment on, this one last step process, whenever it starts, it will not only change your life, but also the lives around you. It will not only change, yourself. It is not only will impact you, it is not only is impacting you, but also it will impact the grids. It will also impact the planet. It will also impact everywhere, wherever you're going. It will impact everything. It will impact every place, every person, every situation, everything, with that divine love, with that divine frequency. Divine frequency, you will be transmitting the divine frequency everywhere you go, whatever you're doing, whatever you're speaking. Even whoever listening to you, even whoever coming in contact with you, they are also, they will also receive that divine frequency. They will also, receive the divine consciousness. They will also connect with that higher consciousness, source consciousness, divine consciousness. This is one last step. So why didn't I say that, I could have said that, this is the end of the process, or this is the end of the divine. No, this is not the end, because you're still in the physical body. That's why it's a process. It's a one last step, but this is not the last step. This is one last step to become, a goddess like or a god like, but then the process is still there. This is one last step. Okay, last step to enter into that, the divine, to merge with the divine. But that merging process is more, it is still there. That is again a journey. The more and more you merge, the more and more you merge, the more and more you accumulate the divine qualities, the more and more you do service to others, the more and more you do your soul purpose, the more and more you will do whatever you came here for. You will, finish the purpose of your incarnation, and then, finally you will merge with the god or a goddess after your incarnation, after you are off from this physical body. So this is a process. So when you reach here, when you reach till that one last step, your purpose will start. Your purpose of incarnating on the earth will start. Your why did you incarnate on the earth, and why did you choose this body or this family or this grid or this, whatever you have chosen, your blueprint will start to activate, and you will start to do whatever you came here to do. That will start, and you will do that, and you will do that. You will be at service to others. You will help as many people as you can. You will uplift as many people as you can. You will, help other people ascend as much as possible, and then you will merge with the divine after you finish your incarnation. So this is the one last step. This is the divine union. This is a true union with the goddess or the god, and this is a true embodiment of a true divine feminine or a divine masculine. After this, you focus on your purpose. You just release whatever need to be released. You just everything will leave. Okay, whatever which is not serving you, all those things will leave, and completely you will be focused on your purpose. You will be a vessel of a divine. You will be doing whatever divine wants you to do. You will become that consciousness where divine will work through you, and then you will do all these things. You will do your service. You will do whatever you want to do here, whatever you came to do here for, and you will help the planet. You will help the planet in how much ever possible ways possible. You will try to uplift the frequency of the planet. You will contribute something for the planet. You will contribute something for the three-dimensional reality, and then finally you will merge with the divine after you finish your incarnation. Because you're still in the body, you are in that one last step, and the process of your one last step started. Okay, so this process will end when you leave your body and when you completely merge with the divine. So the gap between your one last step and till you finish your incarnation, you will be at service to others. You will do your soul purpose. You will do whatever task you need to still left, and whatever task you still have to do, whatever cleansing, whatever karma clearing you have to do, you will finish off. You will pay all the debts whatever debts you have with the people. Okay, you will release whatever need to be released. You will work towards your purpose. You will do whatever divine wants you to do. You will do whatever divine made you come here. Whatever work divine gave you, you will do that work by being here on earth, and you will do that work. This is the one last step to become a divine feminine or a masculine. To reach here also, you have to do a lot of inner work, and so many years will be you have to invest so many years and so much of inner work, and so much of great work too, shadow work, all these works. You have to realize who you are. You have to accumulate and a lot of light within you. You have to release all the densities. You have to do a lot of shadow work. You have to ascend. You have to exit the 15-dimensional time matrix. You have to finish your ascension journey. You have to understand and identify all your soul fragments, all the soul stories, all your soul evolution process, from where your soul is coming, where your soul is going. You have to have complete knowledge of your soul, and also of the the Paramatma. You have to have the knowledge of the Atma and also the Paramatma. You have to do all these things. It might take several incarnations also, or lifetimes also. Maybe you have started now, and maybe after 3, 4, 5, 6 lifetimes, you will reach towards that one last step. It's okay to say. It's okay. It's okay to say that you are a divine feminine, even if you did not reach to that one last step. If it's okay to say that you are a divine masculine, even if you did not reach to that one last step. But then, saying and being have a lot of difference. So if you want to be, the biggest tip I want to give you, that if you want to be that divine masculine or a feminine, not just saying, then be the goddess, the true goddess. Have the qualities of goddess, have the qualities of God. Be godlike, be goddess-like. Have those qualities, okay? If you have the densities, the low vibrational, stuff within you, you cannot be that. Saying, okay, anybody can say, but being is different. Being is very tough. Honestly, it's very, very, very tough. Being a divine feminine is tough. Not just saying, okay, it's tough, but you can do it. How you can do it? By having those source like qualities, by having a lot of light within you, by having love within you. Vibrate with the highest frequencies of love. Have gratitude within you. Gratitude is the highest frequency. Have divinely qualities within you. Have kindness, have love, have gratitude, have empathy, have forgiveness. Help others, do service to others, but also you have to know where to stop, where to pause, how to set boundaries. You have to learn all these things, how much you should give, how much you should not. Okay, divine means everything. If she can be Lalita Tripura Sundari, who can give unconditional love, who can spread abundance, who can give love to you, who can spread happiness, joy to you, she can also be Kali. If something happens, if you are trying to, molest her, criticize her, if you're trying to give names to her, if you're trying to do any harm to her, she can be Kali also. So you have to be both. You have to be both Lalita and also Kali, because both of them are one. She is the same Adiparashakti who have taken different forms to teach you different lessons. If you are trying to harm her, if you are trying to make her cry, if you are trying to do all sort of bad things to her, she is Kali. She will teach you a lesson. She will shut your mouth like anything. At the same time, she is the same Lalita Tripura Sundari too, who can give you that love, that joy, that abundance. So you have to become that complete goddess. You have to also learn to stand for yourself, not only, always giving, always spreading love, joy, peace, happiness, but also you should know how to deal and tackle with the darkness. That's how you become a complete divine feminine or a masculine. I told the feminine perspective more here, but then, the masculine also. The Mahakal. Okay? The Sadashiva. If he is Sadashiva, then he can become Mahakal too. Okay? Complete masculineness and feminineness. So nothing can mess with these type of people who are the real divine feminine or a masculine, because they know where, what and how to do and deal with everything in this universe. They become co-creators. So this was the one last step to become a divine feminine or a masculine. I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sri Rama Raksha Sarva Jagat Raksha Sri Matre Namaha.